Gamer's Garage.
Can't stop the train, baby. Woo! Everybody, this is our 25th episode. That's right, 2-5. That's really incredible. So I want to welcome everybody to the 25th round of VV Gaming's The Losers Bracket, hosted by the Gamers Garage. We're going to jump right to esports news. The big fighting event, EVO, just finished. Jason, Rapture, Justin, talk to me.
Well, I mean, there was a couple of big surprises at EVO this past week. If you haven't heard, Justin Wong did not break the top 8. Daigo ended up winning, not shocking in the least there. Afterwards, he actually became a trending topic on Twitter as well. Got a lot of people talking about him.
Well, I don't want to sound, what's the right word, slightly humored, but I recall a certain organization picking up Justin Wong, claiming him to be the best in the world, and having this big, like, ha ha ha, we've got Justin Wong, look what we're about to do. And this is what happens when a PC organization comes in the console space. What I sort of call the residential amateur syndrome, where it's best to do some of your research first, because you can pick up like 6 or 7 dozen players, but be very careful how you claim that they're all the best, because on any given day, anybody can win. I think on that given day, it just wasn't Justin Wong's day when it came to Super Street Fighter 4. But at the end, I thought it was important that Twitter had this buzz of activity about EVO. And I think that really represents the broad reach of the fighting genre when it comes to the greater population of gamers.
Very true. And to give Justin Wong his credit, he did end up winning the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournament, which is pretty impressive. And I do believe he finished 3rd in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom as well. So he did do pretty well at the event. Just Super Street Fighter eluded him this time around.
You're being so nice. And it's good that you're respecting Justin Wong, though.
What this makes me think is that since this new organization just got done picking up Justin Wong and how they promoted him, it sounded like, from Justin Wong's point of view, is that he didn't really have to go in with a lot of practice, I should say. It seems like he was so hyped up that he thought he was probably guaranteed to win, and in the long run, no practice means obviously in place.
I mean, to Justin Wong's defense, he did lose to a very good player, a Gamerby, who ended up taking 5th place. It's not like Justin Wong isn't the best, because he's definitely one of the best, but you can't win everything. I don't think as much of the outside factors have anything to do with it, the fact that he just lost to a good opponent, and it happens. He'll still be one of the best players when Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4, that is, continues at events like EVO, and when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 comes out. Justin Wong's going to be a top player, and he's going to continue to be a top player. Just because he doesn't make top 8 in one event doesn't mean that, he's not going to be like, the revered player that he still is.
I think absolutely nobody can take anything away from Justin Wong. My point specifically is, when you pick up a top player, you have to be, and this will come from experience, you have to be very conscious about how you're billing him. The undisputed king of North American Street Fighter is not really necessarily quite what you want to say. It's already been said and done in that kind of language. And I think at the end of the day, this is exactly what happens is, there's all of that hype again, when in reality, EVO's a very special case. I mean, you've got a lot of international talent there. Obviously, it's what everybody's paying attention to. What also I find interesting, and what I'm really sort of excited about, is in September, we're going to see right before the Tokyo Game Show, we're going to see an EVO Japan. And I'll be curious to see if, their new sponsors, and which I really hope they do, spend some money to send Justin Wong to Japan. I hope that works out for him, because I really would like to see all those American fighters out there. So let's hope that, we get to see Wong and the others in Japan come September.
But yeah, definitely don't get me wrong. I think Justin Wong is definitely the best Super Street Fighter player in at least the country. I think definitely, he might have overreacted a little with this tournament, and probably that's why he lost. But I'm sure definitely next event, Evo Japan, if he gets sent out there, I think he's definitely going to come in strong and win the event.
I'm going to disagree. I don't see him winning in Japan, but that's just me.
I mean, it's Justin Wong. He's still a great player. He's not going to win everything. Can he win it? I think he has the potential to. There's nothing stopping him. He can beat guys like Gamer B, like Infiltration, like Diego. He just didn't because he somehow didn't. It wasn't them, it was him. I think he can do it, no matter who he plays. He's a great player. It just didn't happen this tournament.
No, I think you're right. When you don't even make top 8, that's usually, something's going on there. Outside of, like I said, the Twitter feed, the other interesting thing I thought is looking at what G4 wants to do with this, which I think is really great news for Evo. But I know, Jason, you've got an opinion on this. So I'm going to let you shoot before I say anything.
Adam Sessler was an absolutely horrible commentator. Holy shit. I don't understand how an event as big as Evo, who had 30,000 people on the stream watching at any given time, could have someone on there who, yeah, he has name value, but when he actually was talking about the event, it was clear that he had no idea about competitive Super Street Fighter 4.
I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what it is in America that people want to see names and television. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. Live stream is great. Look, we had made many comments about how DJ Wheat could have improved what was done for Devastation. But I'm going to be honest with you. Hats off to what DJ Wheat did compared to the junk that was Adam Sessler. That's exactly the kind of stuff where like 2 or 3 people are like, yay, we're going to get some recognition. Not really. To me, there are competitive gamers who don't like WCG's Ultimate Gamer because it's not real, whatever. It's always great to get recognition. It's always great to see sponsors putting dollars behind gaming. That's always important. That's what this is all about. Getting people to open their pocketbooks and recognize the passion and the marketing opportunities inside gaming. But to me, that wasn't the best.
To give you an example of Sessler's commentary, during the finals between Daigo and Ricky, Daigo wins the first set 2-1. Ricky wins the next match. Sessler comes in with, "Oh, it's all tied up at 2-2 now." Wait a second. Hold on. What did you just say?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know why there's this idea that if it's on television, it's more legitimate. It's just not necessary. Spike Mouth, you've had a hell of a week, I hear.
Been a hell of a couple of days.
It's the 25th anniversary of the show, and you know what? We don't even need to talk about esports. Let's just gab here a little bit, because I got some things I want to talk about anyway. So tell us about what happened to you. Well, you've had some. I'll let you tell it in your own words. Go ahead.
Well, Monday night, I get a message from Icevane, who I thought, well, he was one of my closest friends. Messaged me up asking to talk, and I said, okay, yeah, sure. And he said he wanted to talk just business. And I said, all right. I could already tell something was up. And he came on to let me know that he was going to be dropping me and picking up our close friend Z-Logic and placing me. It really sucks, but I know that, they want to still be close friends with me, like as close as friends as possible with me still. They said it was nothing personal. Just Z-Logic knows more, I guess, about the game than I do. So just going to say congrats to him, and this won't be the end of me in MLG. I have been offered something. I have another team lined up that I might possibly join. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to let, a couple of days go by, see what my options are first. But, I'm going to also sit down and think about if I want to actually continue on with MLG or just step aside and just let it go and wait till Reach possibly. It'll be a decision I'll make probably within the week. But other than that, if I also get the right option, then I'll let everyone know as well.
What would you feel would be the right option if you were kind of like, what do you as a coach look for in a team when you're making the decision?
Basically, you can kind of tell with the players that are on the team. If players just get together on a team just because they have no other options, it's just a last-minute team, you kind of sit there and debate, okay, how are they actually going to do together as a team and how are they going to place? Like, I don't feel like showing up, even as a coach, and just to win one series and then go home. Like, I think that's kind of dumb. I want to win as much as the players do. So I'm going to sit there and look at it as, okay, who's got openings? And that's pretty much going to be it. Like I said, right now I only have one option available to me that was given to me an hour after I was dropped, but I'm going to see what my other options are as well.
Do you think at the end of the day that a lot of teams may not necessarily value a coach?
Some teams, yes, while others, no. Like, a lot of teams do value their coach, like Bravo, Killin, and, they're like really good coaches and they're good to have on a team because they know what to do. Some people are just on there just because they know the right person or just because they're friends with somebody. They may not know much about the game. And it sucks too because there's only 16 spots for a pro team. That's why I'm leaving my options open just to see what is available to me just in case.
Let me ask this question. Sometimes, do you think some coaches are really just bad players who want attention? And I'm not saying you're that kind of coach, but they can't cut it as a player, but they want to be associated, be able to claim their EPing that I was a coach of this team. Or, do you think that there are good coaches? And why do you think somebody doesn't sort of rank coaches? Like, wouldn't it be helpful, do you think, if Major League Gaming actually ranked the best coaches? Don't you think that would get more talented people into coaching?
Yeah, with that, MLG does technically keep stats for coaches, and they are ranked at the end of the year due to the placings your team finished, and if you were a player on that team, how many points you would have earned. The only people that actually see that, though, are the MLG staff and the pros. It's an email sent to us for the award thing at the end of the year. Like, I was ranked, I think it was like top 12 in coaching or something like that. The other thing is, like, there are some coaches that, probably do just want the attention because they aren't good enough players. I'm not going to say specifically who, but there are a couple, yes. For someone like me, like, I really want, like, I know I wasn't top of my game enough or good enough for a pro team to play on, but, when it came to knowing the game and stuff like that and coaching, I think I did fairly well. And that's the whole reason why I got to this position was because I coached amateur teams first, and then pro teams came to me and asked to team with them. So it's not like I just got picked up randomly. I definitely do think that there are a couple coaches that just do it just because they know somebody and then the attention's nice.
Is that all your problems?
Oh, no. Well, that's just gaming related. Other than that, it's just like personal crap that I've been putting up with, so.
Spill it. We want to know about it. Tell us.
No, I can't get into that right now.
Oh, you don't want to tell, do you?
No, maybe another time.
It's girlfriend problems, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Oh, did she break up with you?
Nope. Just
then get that ass.
Don't little issue.
She's not pregnant, is she?
No.
You didn't
Then get that ass.
What the hell is...
Playing too much. You've been playing too much red light. That's your problem. I mean, take you off the red light, take you off your sexually transmitted disease kick, all that stuff. Just
you guys are moping too much. Nobody asked me about my problems.
Okay, Rapture, what are your problems? What's going on in your life?
I don't have any problems. I'm saying if I had problems, you guys never asked me about them. You're not wondering if I have them or not. You
do have
Rapture,
problems.
No, Rapture. Let me put it to you like this. If you had problems, I have no doubt you would start crying about them right away. None whatsoever.
I have a chest of steel. Yeah, and somehow or another that relates to the fact that I wouldn't.
I want everybody to save October 16th on the calendar because we're going to do a VVV meet and greet that's going to be going on while the Combine is going on in Washington, D.C. One of our members, VV Jolly, is offering his nightclub, which is called District. So those of you who are ever in D.C. and you're over 21, District is the place to be. I know that Mrs. Violence, Perilous, and their crew were hosted up there by Jolly, and I think that's fantastic. Jolly's first name is Matt, and Matt is being generous to the point that I'm just simply humbled by what he's offered. So save the date, October 16th. We're going to be at District. We're calling it a meet and greet because that's what it's going to be. But after 10 p.m. and it's 21 and older, it'll be a whole other experience as the club starts pumping and we start socializing. Again, I want to thank Matt, VV Jolly, for offering us DC's hottest nightclub in Club District. I also want to talk to everybody about voting for VV Gintek from Brazil. He has a very uphill battle, and he needs all of your support to be a WCG torchbearer. I'm always looking to show how much VV Gaming cares about its players. I appreciate all of you that have helped us raise his percentage by 16% as of the recording of this podcast. And let me tell you, it's getting noticed. And I really appreciate that. Also, I want you all to check out the latest Geek to Me. It is my interview with Steel Series Chief Marketing Officer Kim Ram. And I thought VV Doomhammer did a great job writing up his experience because he was there, he took notes, he helped do the shoot. And it was really cool when he wrote it up because, to be honest, it was short and sweet, but I thought it really captured what was actually going on off camera. And I thought that was awesome. So it's on Geek to Me. It's on Dig. It's on our website. It's above our shout box. And I'm telling you guys right now, this 3-part series will help you understand why SteelSeries makes the best gear. This is just giving you a bit of the backstory. But in part 2, they're going to talk about their products. They're going to talk about how they develop them. They're going to talk about the quality and what their approach is to designing and making products to enhance how we game. And then in the 3rd part, we're going to talk about the new Spectrum, the Spectrum line for the 360. So this series is well worth it. I hope you guys like it, and I want to really get your feedback. I want to thank Elliot Serrano at Geek to Me for giving us the space to put all that up there. And for all of you out there, if you haven't followed Geek to Me's Twitter, I really would, because we do. And there's some funny stuff on there. So I don't want you to just look at Geek to Me like it's a place for VV news every Tuesday. There's a lot of stuff from Star Wars to Comic-Cons to anime, all kinds of geek stuff, and I think it's actually a lot of it's actually pretty funny.
You know what I did today? I accidentally killed a butterfly, and I didn't feel any pain. I felt no remorse.
How was you accidentally kill it?
Well, I sat down, and I squashed it.
Your fat ass crushed a butterfly? Is that what you're telling me?
My ninja ass crushed a butterfly. You see how? Because it was sort of like a swift motion into a chair. Like it wasn't like a 90-degree sit. It was more of like a slide. So I sort of like comboed into it. You know what I'm saying? I sort of comboed the butterfly, and then it was like, oh no, you killed me. And I'm like, yeah, what up? And then I went to go get some Cheerios and shit.
You do have a lot of problems.
And you never ask about them. All right. Let's say it's a hypothetical problem. Okay, what would you do about it? Like, how would you make me feel better? Because you get to talk to him and be like Oprah and stuff, but I don't get anything like that.
Oh, how did I Oprah anything? I said no Dr. Phil here.
No, you sat him down and you say, what are your problems? And then when they said, no, I don't have any, you tell me what your problems are. And then you brought what?
Okay, let's get out the obvious. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Do you live at home?
Dude, I'm 17.
What kind of problems are you going to have out of that little high school drama?
I just killed a butterfly. That's huge, all right? That's huge. There could be a tornado in Kansas right now. That could be my problem that I have to deal with. Trailer parks cost a lot.
You know what? You're
not sensitive.
You know what? You guys talk about your problems, and I always think to myself, there are other problems that go on. And my job always, running VV Gaming, is I've got to clean up those problems. You know what I'm saying?
I had an idea. You know that oil spill that's still going on and stuff that, is still going on? And they had that idea where they just shoot a lot of crap and stuff into it. Why don't we shoot all the BP people into it and clog it up?
That you do have problems, I've realized now. Sure.
But think about it. That's a good idea. Humans are pretty absorby, I think.
Absorby.
Absorby?
I mean, think about it. Let's say there's 100 people that work at BP, right? And you throw 100 people into that pipe, and all those people absorb the oil. That's 100 people of oil. Then you take them out and you squish them like that episode of SpongeBob where he squishes out whatever he squished. There's a lot of times he squishes stuff out of him, by the way. That's really weird. But anyway, and then we got the oil that's been like filtered and stuff, and then we just put them back in. And then we find out, we let the other generations, take care of it. Sort of like global warming and, Bill Clinton.
We did a little bit of house cleaning this week. I got to be honest with you. What do you guys think?
We cleaned house. We removed a lot of inactive people. We closed some apps. Mainly it's all about quality instead of quantity. We were looking at everybody who's contributing rather than people who are just posting a few times and, trying to play with people on Xbox Live, whatever. It's not about having all the members. It's about having the ones that are good. We just want to be an organization that has those quality members. So we cleaned out a lot of people we felt that weren't contributing enough. And, I don't know, I think we cleaned house to the point that the floor sparkled. I could eat off of it.
Really? Well, no, really. I mean, we needed to. I've talked to everybody that we let go. We let go one of our Call of Duty 4 teams on the PC. We had to drop that Modern Warfare 2 team. And I gotta admit, their attempt to rant on game battles was priceless. Nothing's worse than when you want to go talk shit about your sponsor, and then the community's like, you're a moron.
Wait, you mean that they didn't have a good point when they ranted in the shout box? Jerry, I bet you've never kissed a girl.
Yeah, that was the big insult. That was their big one. And I was like, wow, I feel bad for you. And, again, like I said, people sort of like to make the argument, you haven't done anything for us. And it's like, when you came into VV Gaming, we told you exactly what the conditions were. And then the exact thing that happened was this team comes in, and this is why Modern Warfare 2 is not a game that we support. Poor Exodus went out on the line for this team, said, we really should give it a shot. And so I gave Scott the leeway to bring them in. They're hardly on the site. You don't get to see them at all. They make a roster change. And then they make this roster change as if it's like no big deal. And in their world, it isn't a big deal. But we're like, well, what's going on here? And then the guy who leaves, according to them, hacks one of the members' accounts and changes their name to be without the VV tag. That may seem legitimate to some people, but I'm sorry. If I'm going to hack your account, I'm not going to change it from VVV Classic to just Classic. If I'm going to hack your account and do something, it's going to be different than that. So they claim that the account got hacked and he doesn't have enough money to get his tag changed. And I think, are you fucking stupid? Like, who are you fucking talking to? Oh, I can't get my tag changed. You can't afford $8 fucking to get your tag changed? Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's summertime. Go outside and mow a fucking lawn, you fat pig. Get some fucking exercise. But don't come to fucking me like, oh, well, can you help us change our fucking gamer tag? No, I can't. You're a crappy Modern Warfare 2 team that hasn't accomplished shit, and we're giving you an opportunity. And now because your account got quote-unquote hacked, you want us to cover it? And you get all huffy because we ask you to change it? No. You're exactly the kind of Game Battles fucking random that just makes that whole website one big piece of shit. From the shitty staff to the shitty events that's full of shitty, cheating kids. You know what Game Battles actually is? It's like the fucking retarded babysitter that keeps the fucking monkeys on the planet interested in something so they don't go out and cause any real trouble. So one personal level, I am really glad Game Battles exists to keep the fucking retarded monkeys in the fucking forums calling each other names on hours upon hours of every day. That is great. And I want to thank Game Battles for that service. But you know what the answer to most of your sponsorship problems are to that whole team? It's J motherfucking O-B. Get one. Don't think that anybody's going to come out there and fucking support your ass when there is nothing that you offer that is positive. Period. Some people, it's like, you have to fucking tell them the basics. So, one more time, here's the basics. I'm going to do this so even a fucking monkey can get it right. So all you monkeys out there, pay close the fuck attention. Option A. Hey, Lord Jareth, will you give me money for this event? Let me think about that. Or, option B. Lord Jareth, I just came back from this event. Here are the pictures. Here are the people I talked to. And I really actively promoted the website. And these people that signed up, they signed up because of my referral. Here, look at their application. Here are the pictures. Here's me representing. So I really appreciate the shirt. And I'm wondering for the next event, can I get this, this, and this? So let me see. Which one will I choose? So yeah, if it isn't intuitively obvious to you that until you produce results, what the fuck want you? Go ask somebody else for a sponsorship. We don't need you. How clear is that? And then they get upset when they get, oh, why'd you drop me? Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Add value or be gone.
Yo, I was looking at pictures of otters and they're really fucking cute. I'm just going to let you know right now.
Why is it that every time you speak, I imagine some small creature on the... You're like a living cartoon. Do you know that? Like, you're not even a real human being to me.
No, but seriously, look at this. Wait. Look at this video. It's so cute. Let me link you to it.
No, I'm not going to look at your friggin' video. Nobody cares.
It's a little otter. It's so cute.
It's your damn video.
He's tickling the otter, and the otter's like giggling. Whatever otters do that when they enjoy themselves, and then it repeats because it's on a loop, you know.
You're the reason that they made stun guns. Do you know that?
When you thought about that, I thought about Nerf guns, and then I was like, Airheads out of control. I was like, I don't know how those make sense at all.
You know what I really want to know? I still want to know. Wait, I still want to know about what happened with Spikemouth and his personal problems.
Oh wow, really? Wow, really? All right, okay. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And once again, you guys just like bullshitting. You know what? I'm gonna get a problem, and then I'm gonna make it your guys' problem, whether you want to or not. It's gonna happen.
Dakota, you otter, mature.
Wow.
I'm about to leave this right now that you just said that. I swear to God.
Yeah. See you later.
That was pretty funny, huh?
Yeah, I think I got a line of people that actually want to be on the show if you want to go. I don't want you to feel like you have to stay.
I really hate you guys. You guys don't like me at all.
Yeah, we do.
No. You guys always make fun of me. You want to kick me off. And then when I say something, you ask about someone else's problems. And then when I do something good, you guys are like, oh, we don't give a shit. And then when I think about otters, you guys are like, oh, well, otters are gay. Or otters are
I
like...
never said otters were gay. How do you know if you have gay otters? How do you even tell if an otter's gay?
If it's
I'm pretty
humping
sure...
another male otter?
Yeah, I would assume.
I guess, but did you ever watch otters hump?
I assumed everybody else has.
I have not. No, you're alone on this one, Dakota. Jason,
No.
Justin?
Yes.
Nope.
Have you ever watched The Animal Planet?
I've never
Why, they have
watched-
otter humping shows? I mean, what's going on there?
What do you call the Jeff Corn experience?
I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't watch the planet. But do tell me, you've got otters humping?
Well, no, but I'm just... you know what? I know you guys are doing. You guys are trying to make me feel like the outsider here, and then when you only use me when I'm important or vital to something, which I'm a lot. You know, it's not cool.
You started off all mad and then got like really depressed, dude. You're
Yo, I'm
really
gonna beat you up if you talk again.
Like, who wears the pants?
You're making me mad today.
I don't think Rapture has a girlfriend. I think you made that up.
I didn't make that up.
You had a girlfriend then.
I have a girlfriend.
How old are you?
17.
And how old's your girlfriend?
17.
And how long have you been dating?
3 months.
And how often do you see each other?
Well, about every day. Unless I have work.
Where do you work?
Target.
Oh, that's priceless. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Rapture?
I answer those questions rapid fire. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Dakota, you remind me of the meme, the depression dog.
Or the guy from Pawn Stars, that when they bring in something really valuable, and then he's like, oh, I'll give you $5 for it. And then they bargain for like $3. And he's like, oh, I made a great profit on this, but I'm sure there'll be a market, blah, blah, blah. And then the old guy falls asleep, and the other guys like go and not do their jobs. And I notice there's a lot of people that work there, but they only show there's 4 people or something. And that bothers me, because I'd like to know about the personal lives of the other people that work there.
You're a babbling fool, but I'm going to tell you something about Pawn Stars real quick. The old man is so friggin' priceless. Like, there is one episode, if you ever watch Pawn Stars, Pawn Stars, he says the best thing ever. It's right after somebody had brought in this old, I forget what it was. It was like an old spinner wheel or something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a grandfather clock, because I was up there at your place when this happened.
Oh my God, that's right. You were in Chicago when this happened. And the old guy is being like in one of those cutaway interviews, and the old guy's sitting there, and he just turns to the camera and he says, it's like I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's broke, it ain't worth fixing anyway. So be a man about it. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? So be a man about it. Dakota, can you translate that for me?
I'm still going on the Porn Stars thing, and then you started talking, and then I started doing something else, and then you stopped talking, and then I was like, oh, okay, someone talked about me, and I felt special for a little bit. But then you were gonna, make fun of me again, so I sort of died a little inside.
Hey, Dakota.
What?
Be a man about it.
I told somebody to grow some grapes once. Does that count? Did you know if you peel the skin off like a grape, it looks like a brain on the inside? I think it tastes better. No one with me on that one? No?
Alright, so the Halo 3 tournament recently, my team was supposed to play in it, but we couldn't make it because people decided to tell me last minute that they had to work. But I was reading the shout box and watching these other games being played, and some teams didn't make it while other teams started to play, but then all kinds of problems started happening. People started getting majorly cocky. I've just seen attitudes from people that I've never thought I'd imagine seeing. People started flipping out in the shout box at each other and complaining. People were saying other people were cheating and all kinds of crap. And people are saying that they buy 50s. You entered a free tournament that had no prize, and you're taking it this far. People who have top 16 seeds in MLG don't even take it that far. Jesus Christ. It just got bad.
Well, I really feel bad for Gleek because, I kind of warned him. I said, well, you might want to, and he really had all this enthusiasm, and it was like, I'll let him learn the hard way. It's a free tournament, to watch, he was so disappointed. And I felt bad for Gleek because he really is passionate about, getting some Halo tournaments. And I said, it's not quite that way. But I think now I've convinced everybody you should never do a free tournament. You have to charge people if you're going to do a tournament. That's without question.
At least team-based. I think a single-player game, I think you can get away with running it as a free entry. If it's team-based, if there's a bunch of people that are going to need to coordinate schedules, more than likely you're going to have them put something in so they have a reason to play. If it's free, one person's going to flake out, and then the team's not going to play, and then there's going to be bitching, and then they're going to try to swing the problems onto someone else, and blah, blah, blah. It's just going to snowball into a random shit conglomeration.
We know what they kind of mentioned that kind of sucked for him. Both JC and Gleek talked to me, and they said, it would have been nice if they'd contacted me sooner to help them out with it. But they did the sign-ups before they posted the schedule. So when everyone signed up, nobody knew at the time what people were looking at for schedule-wise. And then the schedule got posted, and then later on, closer to the tournament, the schedule started getting messed up. People couldn't play and stuff like that. So I think that's what caused a lot of the issues.
I found something really interesting. On a jellyfish doesn't have a brain, and its mouth and anus are the same thing. You guys know that?
You're part jellyfish, aren't you?
But think about it. They eat and then crap out the same orifice, like the same thing. And they don't have a brain or anything, and they just sort of float around and exist, I mean, that's something to think about. What if we all just exist, and eat and poop out of the same hole?
This is some deep stuff, Dakota. Deep.
Have you thought about changing your name from Rapture to VVV Facial Sphincter?
If I'm a jellyfish, that could technically work.
Well, Dakota.
What?
Everything that comes out of your mouth is a bunch of shit anyway, so you're as close to the jellyfish as you can be.
I didn't think about that joke, but as you said it, I almost expected it, so it doesn't hurt as much. But I'm writing you down on a list of people I need to hurt badly in the future, so that's cool. Don't worry, it's all good.
Sorry, MLG doesn't do Pokemon. Looks like we'll never see each other.
One Pokemon event got more people than MLG got into, so... And that's just entrance, by the way. So GG. But feel free to get the statistics for me.
You mad?
I'm not mad. You guys should be mad. Pokemon got more people than you did.
All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of the 25th round of the Losers Bracket. And I have a special guest that I just brought in because I want to thank him and hug him and do other things to him. Crash, the owner of the Gamers Garage, here with us on the Losers Bracket.
Yep, I don't like the idea of those other things.
Don't be hating. Jason's harmless. It's when Rapture says that is when you got to worry.
Well, he already asked me in chat if I wanted to have his babies, and I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, knowing what we know about Rapture, that might be genetically problematic. You may not want to put a child through that. So, Crash, tell us what's going on at the Gamers Garage. Tell us what you got going on. Tell us what's coming up. I'm actually going to be on a show tomorrow because Crash was kind enough to invite me.
Yes, tomorrow, and we know Jerry's really excited about this. As soon as I told him about it, he's like, you got to have me on. The next episode of the Gamers Garage podcast itself, we'll be interviewing Bruce Grove, who is the director of engineering for OnLive. So anybody that's ever been wondering if they should even just give it a try, hoping to clear up a lot of questions and unanswered questions that any of Losers Bracket listeners may have, as well as Gamers Garage listeners. So hopefully we can get some good information out to the masses about the service.
Here's my question for you, Crash. Who decided to fuck your mic? Was that Dakota? Dakota, did you do that?
I fucked his mic with a rake.
Yeah, you owe me $50.
Bullshit, I do. That's your problem.
No, it's not.
What, you think rapists pay for child support?
Everybody in Losers Bracket.
Wait.
Cool.
Do rapists pay for child support?
Dakota, are you fucking with me?
Exactly. One for me, you for zero. Haha.
You for zero?
You for zero.
Well, see, Dakota, what you don't understand is that I kind of arranged a special surprise coming up. Could be this show, could be the next show.
You know what I noticed? I noticed his mic started working fine when he started talking about me. Anyone else notice that? Anyway. No, don't do the chipmunk thing. That's really not cool, actually.
I never said it was the chipmunk.
No, you're implying it's the chipmunk voice.
Did I ever imply anything, guys?
You're implying it, and I know that's not cool.
The next sentence that you say is probably going to end up sounding like a chipmunk. So what do you want to say in a chipmunk voice?
Wow, he's not going to play. He took his otter and went home.
Other fucking otters, man. Have you? No, Nitro, shut up. Don't bark.
Your dog?
Is that your otter?
That's my fucking dog. Oh, he's so cute, isn't he?
You dress him up in little otter costumes and shit?
Oh, he's so pretty. Yes. He likes his ear scratched. Okay.
There's the chipmunk, Jason, right there.
So pretty, though. So don't bark or I'll kick you out the window.
Wow.
Hey, I have quality time with my dogs. You guys may sit there and do the podcast, but I bring my dogs into it.
Does it involve peanut butter?
No, it involves Cheerios.
Crash, thank you for stopping by and giving a sexy appearance like always, sir.
Like always, this is only the first time I've been on the show. No, I was on episode 1, never mind.
Yeah, like always, like I said. So since you're here, do you want to do the outro for us?
Yeah, thanks to me for hosting the show. I'll actually give my own shout out. That's awesome. Make sure you guys come check out thegamersgarage.com. We can find great shows like Losers Bracket, of course, which you're listening to now. The Gamers Garage podcast itself, Just Talking. We are working on bringing on other shows. Make sure that you stay tuned for that. We're working on some video stuff, so it's going to be really cool. Trust me. Thanks to the VVV sponsors, SteelSeries, Control Freak, Music Skins, and Custom Ink. Make sure you guys go check them out. Buy something. It helps support VVV and the Losers Bracket. And, of course, thanks to the VVV community for the feedback and support. And thank you, from the Gamers Garage for coming over, posting on the site, posting in the shout box that we have over there. And you guys can always contact Losers Bracket by sending a voice note 206-350-7352 or by email, mailbag@thegamersgarage.com. And when you're over there at thegamersgarage.com, you can follow us on Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. And if you don't have those, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I want to give a shout out to all of you. Thank you for 25 great shows. It's fun, and that's why we keep doing it. And I want to thank the VV community for listening, promoting the show, and the greater audience. I mean, we always thank the VV community, but I know a lot of people who listen are not just from VV Gaming. So thanks to all of our listeners. We really appreciate it.
I'm going to have to agree. If it wasn't for our listeners, we wouldn't have the ability to call out pros talking trash on Xbox Live or get interviews with Paul Brewer or people from Fat Shark or any of the other amazing things we've had in our prior episodes. We wouldn't have things like Rapture singing or talking about his cute little fuzzy otters or wherever else he has. Thank you so much to all of our listeners. We really appreciate you. And here's to 25 more and another 25 after that. We love what we're doing, and hopefully you enjoy listening to us. We hope that we can keep doing this for quite a while for you guys. Thank you so much.
I'm going to give a shout out to our two newest Smash Bros. Players, Chibo and Cheese. We just picked them up for our Smash Bros. Division, and it's great having them in the organization. I can't wait to see what they do. And obviously, props to Cheese for being awesome and hopefully driving me to Rally. And if you don't, I'm going to destroy your car even though it doesn't work anyway.
I want to give a shout out to everyone here on the show, including Crash, who helps us out tremendously with the show. I also want to give a shout out to all the VVV sponsors, to all the fans and the MLG community that supports my decision and supports me on whatever I end up doing. All my friends and family that are also supporting me. That is all. Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next week for episode 26.